This video, hot topic on everyone's lips, is cruising safe in 2024? At the end of this video, there is a link, a card at the end of the video that says about the top 10 destinations in cruising, just so you know. So if that's of interest, at the end of this video, click that link across to that video where you can see the top 10 places. But this one's talking about safety in cruises. And I'm going to break it down into three main parts. Enhanced health and safety protocols, absolutely essential post 2020 and the lockdown scenarios. Digital transformation for contact operations. And thirdly and lastly is the training and emergency procedures that these cruise companies are spending big money on. See, cruising was once a very beloved and very carefree option. It underwent significant changes in the safety equipment, life rafts, life jacket in the wake of the pandemic. As the world adapts, it's a new normal. The cruise industry has implemented numerous improvements that ensure the safety and well-being of passengers and crew members. This comprehensive analysis, I'm just going to look at the advancements made in cruising since that pandemic, highlighting key safety measures and providing relevant statistics to assess the current state of the safety in the industry. So these enhanced safety protocols. The obvious is vaccination requirements. The next is the stringent testing protocol. And C, the big one, is they've admitted they need to improve ventilation systems. You see, out of the fire always comes a phoenix, as they say. And post pandemic, the vaccination requirements for those that choose to take it is now we have it back under control. Cruising is taking off, along with testing protocols, because in the ignorance of us not knowing pre-pandemic, the problem we actually had was we didn't realize how quickly, strongly, and effectively these viruses can pass. One of the things we have learned is it's about vaccination, isolation, and consistent testing. And the improved ventilation systems, high end now in the cruising industry. So, with the vaccination in response to the post pandemic, the industry has significantly strengthened its health and safety protocols, focal point on vaccination requirements. Cruise lines, obviously, they've adopted a very proactive stance. They've implemented stringent policies. They're mandating passengers and crew must be vaccinated now before you go on a cruise. That is now the rules. You can't cruise unless you can prove that you are fully vaccinated. And this measure aims to create a robust shield against any future breakouts. The World Health Organization and the Centers for Disease and Control Prevention, the CDC, these collaborations have actually facilitate access to the latest vaccination guidelines, best practices, and they ensure that cruising operators stay abreast of global health recommendations. Vaccination mandate is not only a response to the immediate challenge presented by pandemic, but also its proactive strategy to rebuild passenger confidence. You see, by establishing a comprehensive vaccination requirement, the cruise industry aims to instill a sense of security among travellers. That's the most important. Let's instill confidence back in the traveller. Let's instill confidence back in, because let's be honest, cruising is a phenomenal way of travelling. By the way, in the pinned description down below, there is a link to a 7-minute video on a masterclass on getting all cruises and all vacation holidays and travel at guaranteed wholesale cheapest price without limit of choice. That's in the pinned description. Let's talk about testing protocols. Cruise lines have now implemented a rigorous framework of testing protocols. It's a paramount measure in the post-pandemic era, recognizing that's a pivotal role of testing and identifying and preventing the spread of infectious diseases. That's why before embarkation, as well as the vaccination, throughout the cruise, individuals do go through those testings. The robust testing framework is part of that approach to mitigate the risk on board. That's what it's about. Prevention is always better than cure, right? It only serves as an early warning system, but enables cruise operators to implement targeted containment measures. Finally, the improved ventilation system in this section. Cruise lines have prioritized the enhancement of ventilation systems. It's a crucial aspect now of ensuring the safety or well-being of passengers and crew members in the post-COVID era. Recognizing the importance of air quality in mitigating the spread of airborne pathogens, including viruses and other infectious diseases, has invested significantly in upgrading and optimizing ventilation systems on these cruise ships now. The improvements encompass increased air circulation, advanced air filtration technologies, and the integration of ultraviolet light technology. The aim is to create the environment where the air is consistently refreshed, purified, reducing the concentration of those potential contaminants. Advanced filtration systems can capture and remove particles, including the viruses, from the air in circulation. Alternatively, the use of the UV light helps to disinfect the air, and surfaces provide an added layer of protection against microbial threats. These enhancements not only align with the global health guidelines, but also contribute to a more resilient and adaptable cruising experience by all. And that's what it's about. You want to go on the cruise knowing you A, can have fun, and B, are safe whilst having fun. So, digital transformation, the second part about this, very brief. We're all aware of it. We're all dealing with it every day. Online check-in and registration and touchless technology. The cruising is also now all online, it's all streamed, and it's all touchless technology because obviously the contaminants can be passed from those contacting. Finally, training and emergency preparedness. As I mentioned earlier, being trained out of the fire comes the phoenix, was the term I actually used. And it's terrible when anything happens that's bad. It's terrible. But from it, we always learn. And the cruising has so much advancement where it's learned how to make emergency preparedness. So emergency response drills and the training of the staff is paramount. So I'm going to sign off on that one. Again, at the end of this video, you'll see a card to click the top 10 best cruise destinations. And finally, again, in that pinned description down below, you will see that there is a link to a 7-minute masterclass on guaranteed cheapest trips. Have a great day. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.